Oh boy. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these videos. It's gonna be one of these ranting response videos that I try to avoid doing, but after watching this video, I had to do this because this was one of the worst videos I have ever seen of all time on YouTube. I'm being perfectly honest. But anyway, this is going to be my response to ReviewTechUSA's video about hatred, and apparently anybody who's against hatred but doesn't mind playing any other violent video games, they're all a bunch of fucking hypocrites, according to him. But before I get into that, I would like to just give my brief thoughts on ReviewTechUSA. Honestly, I've never been a huge fan of his. I mean, he's made some videos that I've seen that I actually thought were really good, but he's also made some videos that I didn't agree with. One of the main problems I had with him was that he liked to insert his opinion in videos that are disguised as news reporting videos. And I'm of the opinion that if you're going to report on news, you should leave your opinion out of it. If you want to state your opinion on something, then do it in a separate video. Or at least state, hey, this is my opinion. That's just my 2 cents on that. And I never really agreed with whenever he did that. And another thing I really did not like about him, and I'm pretty sure people were probably going to say I'm lying, but I've seen a couple videos of his where I know for a fact he was taking other people's gameplay and using them as a backdrop for his video. And me personally, if you're going to use someone else's gameplay as a backdrop of one of your commentaries, I think you should credit the person, whether it's actually in the video, whether you actually say it in the video, you make an annotation on the video, or you can at least put it in the description. And I've seen a couple videos of his where I know for a fact that this was someone else's gameplay because I'm subscribed to one of those people that he took the gameplay from, because you can see in the video, and I will link the video in the description once I go back and find it, that you can see the person's YouTube channel. It's actually in the video that Rich actually covered up with his ReviewTechUSA logo. So, yeah, in my opinion, if you're going to use other people's gameplay, you should credit them. That's just my opinion on that. Even if they actually voluntarily give you the footage. It's called common courtesy, and he's never done that as far as I've seen. But he doesn't mind promoting Big Cheese KIT's YouTube channel every chance he gets. Just saying. And that's another thing I really don't care for, is that it seems like that his videos aren't really a gaming YouTuber making videos reporting on news and giving his opinion. It's more like, it seems like an infomercial, because he's got to put a beginning ad on the video, like, this video is brought to you by yada yada yada. And when I hear things like that, it seems like it's more fake than actually somebody being real with you. That's just me, though. I don't know, you guys might feel differently, but and there's nothing wrong with him using ads, because people have to make a living. It's just, I think there are other ways you could go about doing that, as other YouTubers have done. But anyway, now that I've rambled on long enough, let's get into the video. Basically, his video was basically saying, anybody who's complaining about hatred, but you don't mind playing games like Grand Theft Auto, you're a hypocrite. The problem with his video here is that he's missing one very important word, and that is context. You see, context is everything. It is literally everything. You can't look at something as black and white. There's always something that's like a shade of gray. And context is very important. And he completely misses the point. of why people are even complaining about hatred to begin with. Nobody is complaining about hatred because it's violent. The main reason people are complaining about hatred is that it's violence just for the hell of it. It's almost like it's a violence simulator. Like me personally, I wouldn't want to play a rape simulator. I wouldn't want to play a slavery simulator. So why the hell would I want to play a violence simulator just to shoot as many innocent people as I can? Because honestly, that's all we've seen from hatred. Is just shooting random civilians just for the hell of it. And the most amusing thing about Rich's video, ReviewTechUSA, is he keeps bringing up Grand Theft Auto, as in, if you like Grand Theft Auto, but you're bashing on hatred, you're a hypocrite. But once again, context is everything. Is the core gameplay of Grand Theft Auto killing innocent civilians? No, it's not. As a matter of fact, Rich, you can actually go through most, I'm pretty sure you can go through all of them, but I've not played all of them, so I'm just going to say most, just to be as accurate as I can. You can go through most Grand Theft Autos without killing one single civilian. Hell, I've done that. I've gone through Grand Theft Auto Vice City without killing one civilian. You want to know why? Because killing civilians is not the point of Grand Theft Auto. It is not the core gameplay about basically what Grand Theft Auto is about. Now, granted, if you wanted to, the game gives you the freedom to actually just go kill as many civilians as you want, but you're not forced to, and it's not what the game is about. However, in hatred, that is what the game is about. See, when I look at hatred, you want to know what I see? I see the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. That's what I see. It seems like it's a violence simulator for things like that. You see, Rich, what you don't understand is a lot of these other violent games that you're saying we're hypocrites for liking as compared to hatred, those are fantasy settings. Grand Theft Auto 5 is not based on a real-life event or something that could possibly happen in real life. Whereas hatred looks like it could be based off of something that has happened countless times in society. Hell, I'll bring up the Sandy Hook shooting. The guy who did the shooting was in a house, just like the guy in the trench coat in hatred. He had all this arsenal out, and he gathered it all up, and he went to the school and just started going on a shooting spree. Just like the guy in hatred. Now, granted, the guy in hatred didn't go specifically to a school, but that's not the point. He just went out and freaking just shot people. I mean, see, to me, this is common sense, and I can't believe I have to explain this to you. I mean, you're much older than I am, and it seems like I'm explaining this to a child. And I'm not saying that to be insulting, but it's just nuts how you just can't get this. It really is. I mean, and I got some points here that you said. You said killing in Grand Theft Auto and other games is no different than what is happening in hatred. Yes, like I just said, the core of Grand Theft Auto and a lot of other games that have violence in them, the core is not to kill innocent civilians. You can if you want to, but it's not the core. Hell, if you want a specific example, there's a lot of senseless violence in Call of Duty. But guess what, Rich? If you shoot a civilian, a lot of times you get taken back to the previous checkpoint because you did a bad thing. Yeah, and speaking of Call of Duty, do you and anybody else, do you remember Modern Warfare 2? There was a level in Modern Warfare 2. It was called No Russian. It was when you're playing as one of the bad guys in the game at an airport and you mow down innocent bystanders at the airport. But you want to know what Infinity Ward did? Before you even loaded the game up, it asks you, if you don't want to play this level, that is okay. You can skip this if you want to. They gave you a forewarning. Basically, Hatred, from what I and other people have seen, is basically that no Russian level, just in an entire game. I mean, I just can't believe I have to explain this, to be perfectly honest. And another point you brought up is, having a plot and or story doesn't matter in games like Grand Theft Auto as long as you're killing people. Yeah, Rich, it does. Because people like myself, I can't speak for everybody, but I play the Grand Theft Auto games not to murder innocent civilians. I play the Grand Theft Auto games because I love open world games. I love freedom. And in a lot of Grand Theft Autos, I think the story is good. Oh my god. The story is good. Hell, Vice City, I think the storyline is excellent. And the writing is great. The characters are awesome. That's why I play those games. I don't play them just to freaking murder civilians. And like I said, I played through the game without even doing that once. And yes, I understand. We play games like Grand Theft Auto and other games to be able to do things we wouldn't be allowed to do in real life. But see, here's the thing. Those other games are still based in a fantasy setting. It's not based off of something that is a real-life event. A guy going on a shooting spree for no reason whatsoever, having no remorse for anybody else, just murdering innocent civilians just for the hell of it. That is based on a lot of recent events, like the Sandy Hook shooting, like that movie theater shooting when The Dark Knight Rises came out. Those are based on, that's what Hatred looks like it's based on. And the funny thing is, even the developers have stated that they made this just to show how horrible violence can be. Well, I'm sorry to the people who made Hatred. What their name is, Destructive Creations, I think that's their name. I don't need a freaking video game to show me how violent the world is. All I gotta do is turn on the news. All I have to do is look at all of the countless wars America and other countries have been in to see how horrible violence can be. I don't need a freaking video game to do that, and I sure as hell don't need to pay to see that, because I'm sure you're going to charge me money to buy your damn game. And yes, Rich, you made the point that we play these games to escape from reality. Yes, the funny thing is, what you just said right there, what I just said, to play these games to escape from reality. Yes, that is why I play a lot of video games, to escape from reality. Hatred is based on reality. I don't want to play a game that's based on reality. Why don't you understand that? Why don't you understand that? Because to me, it's common sense. It really is. And no, we're not hypocrites, dude. A lot of us just see the difference between games like Hatred and other games that you're trying to lump together with Hatred. It is not, Grand Theft Auto is not just senseless violence. Saints Row is not just senseless violence. Call of Duty is not completely just senseless violence. It can have senseless violence components in those games. But, once again, back to my original point, it's all about context. In games like Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty, most of the time, the people you're actually killing in the game are other bad guys with guns that are shooting back at you. They're trying to kill you. I don't know, Rich, when I looked at the Hatred video, I didn't see those civilians firing back at the guy in the trench coat. I didn't see them doing that. I'm sure the police were probably doing that, but you know what? They're the damn police. They're the police. They're supposed to. So, oh God. Well, I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start rambling and repeating the same points, so I'm pretty much going to end it here. And you also made the point that we should just have fun and shut the fuck up. Well, Rich, I'm not going to shut the fuck up. Just like you, I'm going to express my opinion on an issue. And if you don't like it, well, that's just too damn bad, dude. And the funny thing is, I could easily throw that back at you. If you were that upset about other people bashing hatred, I have an idea, Rich. Why don't you just have fun and play other games, and why don't you just shut the fuck up? See, it's amusing to me, you of all people telling other people to shut the fuck up, when your whole channel is based on making videos on a daily basis, ranting about the video game industry and news topics, and you're telling other people to just shut the fuck up just because they're giving an opinion. Well, I'm sorry, dude, but fuck you. I mean, honestly, sorry, but screw you. I'm going to give my opinion, and other people are going to give their opinion. And if you don't like it, well, that's just too damn bad, man. It really is. So, yeah, that's about it.